What's up, cigar family? This is Jeff coming back from the great state of Texas, and today we've got a new release cigar for you. Pretty new. It's been out for a couple of months now. This is the Sons of Anarchy Clubhouse Edition, the Chapel. This is a Toro size, 6x54, I do believe. For you AJ fans out there, this is an AJ blend. Like I said, they're relatively new released. Some of you may have seen my unboxing. If you haven't, this is the box. Each one of them is hand carved. Very cool. 15 cigars per box. They were hard to get a hold of at the beginning, but they're a little more in stock now. And then here's the inside. It says Clubhouse Edition, the Chapel. This thing is in a nice chocolate brown wrapper. Nice, very firm pack, smooth wrapper, not very toothy, invisible seams, minimal veins, nice double cap. The aromas are a slight barnyard and a cedar. It's a good humidor smell on the foot. A little bit of cedar and chocolate. Very nice smells. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and punch this thing and get it lit and then give you our first impressions. Again, I'm using my Zycar punch cutter. I love this thing. Wouldn't use anything else except for on torpedoes and the like. I just don't like using a guillotine cutter, jeopardizing the shoulder and the construction of the cigar. When the punch cutter works just fine, get just as good a draw. It's the first time I've ever had trouble with the plug coming out of the cap there. There we go. Alright, on the pre-light draw, some coffee with a little bit of that chocolate. And that's about all I'm getting. Okay, let's get her lit, get her toasted and get her lit, and then let's see what we get right off the bat here. I'm really excited about this thing. When they first came out, I couldn't wait to get some, but I didn't have the money to get any at the time. About a week later, I had the money to get some, and the boxes had already sold out. So I thought, wow, these things are going to be hard to get a hold of. Well, then I checked a couple of months later, well, about a month and a half later, just on a whim, and they happened to be in stock on boxes, so I grabbed one up, and I've been letting them age for about 3 weeks now, so we'll see what we get. Okay. Right off the bat, we got a little leather, some of that chocolate that I spoke of, the very slightest little pepper tingle there on the finish. Very nice. It's a mild to medium so far. Alright, so that's what we've got. Little leather, little chocolate, and then the slightest little pepper tingle on the tongue. Okay, I'm going to get into this thing a little ways. I probably won't get in here too far before I have to take the band off. But I'll probably be back before I have to take the band off. So I'll let you know what we get at that point. Alright, so here we are, back again. Sons of Anarchy Clubhouse Edition, the Chapel. I forgot to mention earlier that I was going to time this to see about how long it takes to smoke it. So at the beginning of the review, I started at about 8:35. We're 15 minutes in now, and as you can see, it's got a beautiful burn, really nice ash, and there we are at that band point. Didn't take long. I'm going to see if I can't get this band off of here, keep the ash intact, but if I can't, I'm going to stay over the ashtray just in case. It's very easy to remove band. For those of you out there like me that like to keep the bands, there's something you can add to your collection. Sam Crow logo, black crown. Just a little something for you guys out there that like to keep the labels. Okay, so in the first third, I'm just getting initially just mostly a leather flavor on the draw, which is appropriate, I guess, you know, Sons of Anarchy, leather-clad bikers and all that stuff. With a little bit of an earthy tobacco core. That slight little pepper kick that was on the tongue has died away. It's there no more. There's really no sweetness, no coffee or any of that kind of stuff so far. Still mild to or medium to full. So I'm going to continue on in this thing, see if we get any kind of changes, and I'll get back to you and let you know what we got. There, that's better. It's getting a little dark in here. Okay, here we are back. We're at the halfway point. Once again, no complaints on the burn whatsoever. The ash has dropped off on me twice so far. The first ash dropped off right after I ended the little bit of review on the first third, and it just plopped right down here on the table in front of me. Fortunately, this sucker was so solid, I just picked it up with my fingers and dropped it in the ashtray, and it didn't leave much behind. The second ash just fell off in the ashtray just a few minutes before I started the third part of this here video. Not many changes in the flavors, except that they have kind of intensified. There was a little bit of coffee that kind of kicked up for a little while, and then it just kind of disappeared. So basically, it's just that leather with an earthy core, and that's about it. Not much to it so far. Nice draw. As you can see, it's got a good smoke output, and that's where we're at. So I'm going to get down to the last third of this thing, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, here we are back again. I apologize, y'all. I forgot to give y'all some of the specs on this thing at the beginning. I know I told you it was a Toro 6x54, but I forgot to tell you about things relating to the leaves on this thing. It's an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper with Nicaraguan long fillers. Couldn't find any details on the binder itself. Guess that doesn't really matter. Not many changes, just that the flavors have kind of intensified a little. The coffee has kind of crept a little more over to the espresso side. And still great burn. As you can see, no complaints whatsoever. Still a nice ash. Gotta be honest, I was a little hesitant in getting these things because of previous experience with Black Crown. I purchased a 5-pack of the namesake Black Crown, and the first couple shat on me, literally, with the tar. I mean, I had to keep a paper towel around to wipe the tar away because it was getting on my tongue, and I had nothing but that bitter, tarry tobacco taste, and it just wasn't enjoyable. So, I mean, I kind of got peeved at Black Crown for a little bit. I was hesitant on the Sons of Anarchy thing. You know, I'm not a gimmick cigar guy because something's named after a TV show, I'm going to get it or whatever, you know. So I held off. But, you know, they offered this kick-ass box and everything, and so, I just thought I'd give them a shot. And so far, I'm not disappointed. I'm not highly impressed, but with age, I think that will change a little bit. It's a decent cigar for the price point, I should say. It's an AJ Fernandez, so I know with time it will get better. But as you can see, it's got a great smoke output. That's about all I've got. I'm down to the tail end of this thing, and it's getting a little bit too warm for me. So you guys just keep doing what you're doing. Enjoy your cigars. Smoke them if you got them. God bless you. God bless Texas. And God bless America. Thanks for watching.